Hey, what's up, y'all? So today I want to be talking about this thing called overestimating your obstacles, and I just find it to be like a really I guess useful strategy that I've stumbled upon. And it's like whenever I do use it, sure, it might seem quote unquote too pessimistic for some, because yeah, you're overestimating your obstacles. You're thinking that things are going to be worse than they actually are, but that's actually a really good way to go. I mean, it's just a good strategy to have, to over prepare and overtrain, you know, so that way things on average are going to be less shitty than you expect them to be, and than what you're and less shitty than what you're preparing them for, right? So you're gonna be over prepared, right? You know, I saw this really fucking based video by this one dude. His name is Robert Keller, if I remember correctly. Yeah, man, he is a former Delta Force operator from the military, and he also is he was a former Ranger and Green Beret. All right, so he's in like all that shit. Okay, and he was talking about how he implemented this exact same fucking strategy, and he said that as a direct result he overtrained, right? And as a direct result he actually enjoyed all the selection courses, you know. Yes, Delta Force selection, the extremely difficult training that most people, you know, hate and feel miserable at. He said he thought that they were fun because he overtrained so fucking much. He said that he never even got a blister. Yeah, he never got a blister or a hot spot, okay? A hot spot, by the way, is it's like a pre-blister, okay? It's a pre-blister, okay? It's like a red rash. That's a pre-blister. Okay, that's what a hot spot is. He said he never got a hot spot during Delta Force selection because he overtrained. Right? He said that I knew I had to do a 40-mile ruck march, so I made sure I could do an 80-mile ruck march. And I'm like, holy fuck. And he's happier and healthier as a direct result. You know. So yeah, overtraining, over-preparing. You know, I mean, it might seem quote unquote too pessimistic and you're doing this extra work, but no, it's like you're actually going to be happier and it's actually going to be easier for you. Yeah, that's the irony of it. You know, you're not making things more difficult by over preparing. You're making things a lot more easier and happier for you. You know, so that way you can apparently do Delta Force training and enjoy it and think it's fun, right? That is what he said. I'll put a link to that fucking video as well. I think it's really. I think that was a really great fucking video, man. I thought that was just pretty based, you know. I think it made some pretty good fucking points, you know. So yeah, check out that video. I would highly recommend it. It's pretty based, in my opinion. Robert Keller seems like a pretty chill, you know, cool, nice guy, you know. And that's the thing, you know. I've seen a couple of these interviews with Delta Force operators, and they're these. They present themselves like normal, average people. They seem really chill and relaxed. They don't really you might think, oh, Delta Force, they must be these just, you know, intimidating maniacs, and they usually are pretty chill, you know. They have a pretty chill, normal type of personality, I guess, or they just behave like a normal person, I guess. You know, they don't really seem to be these you know, bloodthirsty, you know, soldiers, you know what I mean? But yeah, they typically seem really chill, believe it or not, you know. Robert Keller, I think he made some great fucking points in your video, and yeah, I'm 100% on board with you with that overtraining philosophy, and I'm working on implementing it more and more in my own life on a day-to-day basis, you know. But it's really hard to break those bad habits and those, you know, just it's really bad programming, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get shitty training from your dumbass parents and teachers, and most parents and teachers, in my opinion, are dumbasses, and they teach their kids stupid, wrong bullshit all the time that the students then have to unlearn in adulthood. So yeah, and I don't really think it's necessarily you know, your fault if you've, you know, made poor decisions based on the poor programming you received and you just didn't know any better at the time. It's no, if you're just a fucking kid, you don't know any better at the time, and you were constantly taught the wrong lessons. I mean, you were constantly taught the wrong fucking thing. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not actually your fault that you made some honest mistakes when you were a kid and you didn't know any better at the time, you know? So maybe you should cut yourself some slack. And it's yeah, you know, absolutely from here on out, you know, obviously do the best you can from here on out, 100%, you know. But like, there's no point beating yourself up for these like past mistakes that you did as a direct consequence of shitty teachers teaching you stupid bullshit and the wrong thing all the time and fucking up your brain, you know. Yeah, these to me, like, most parents and teachers are bullies. Like that, I mean, that's just the truth of it, man. Like most parents and teachers are bullies. Like, you know, children in basically all cases learn bullying from their parents and or teachers, and or some kind of adult role model, you know, adult authority figure. Like they learn bullying from some kind of adult authority figure in basically all cases. Like, I guarantee you, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's another thing too, man. It's like, I mean, excessive self-blame and self-loathing, I mean, that's really not productive. It's like, you know, maybe you should, you know, absolve yourself of awesome mistakes you made when you just didn't know any better at the time, right? Yeah, if you're just a kid and your brain's all fucked by your dumbass parents and teachers traumatizing you and teaching you the wrong bullshit all the time and brainwashing you with horrible programming, horrible brainwashing programming, mind control. Yeah, maybe it wasn't actually your fault. Maybe you actually did do the best you could with the fucked up, damaged brain you had at the time. Yeah, think about it like that. Maybe you actually did do the best you possibly could with the fucked up and physically and chemically damaged brain you had at the time. Dude, this fucking trauma that these dumbass parents and teachers typically inflict on their kids that they're supposed to take care of, I mean, it causes physical brain damage, dude. And it basically gives kids AIDS. Yeah, that sounds like a hyperbole, right? But it's really not, because psychological trauma has been proven to decrease people's immune systems. You get sick more often when you're psychologically traumatized. It takes years off your life. Yeah, it takes years off your life, dude. It takes years off your fucking life. It takes years off your life, all right? If you're psychologically traumatized bad enough, and it causes physical pain pathways to fire up in your brain, so you actually do feel physical pain sensations that are extremely excruciating. Yeah, psychological trauma is no joke, bro. Psychological torture is like, it may technically be legal, you know, but it's still extremely fucked up and evil, you know. I mean, just because it's legal currently doesn't mean that it's okay or right or good to do. Like, think about it. Like, it's technically illegal. It is technically legal to, you know, go rock climbing without a harness on. I mean, yeah, that's technically legal. But would I recommend you do that? Well, no. I just think it's a bad idea. Like, why not just wear a harness and just make it a challenge to where, okay, get to the top without slipping, without falling on the harness, without falling. Yeah. Like, why not just do that? Like, why remove the safety, you know? Like, I don't think that rope-free rock climbing is a good idea. I think it's a terrible idea, okay? But, you know, but it is technically legal, right? It is technically legal. So, yeah, I think you get my fucking point. Excessive self-loathing, beating yourself up too much for past mistakes. I mean, it's like, okay, sure, learn whatever lesson there is to learn, okay, and implement that from here on out, but do it in a merciful, compassionate manner to yourself, all right? I mean, there's no point in beating yourself up for past mistakes when you're doing the best you can currently to fix a problem. And that's the thing, man. I believe that if someone is currently doing the best they can to fix the problem from here on out, I think there's no point whatsoever in punishing them, so long as they are genuinely doing the best they can to fix the problem, right? But yeah, I mean, the problem is that a lot of people don't really seem to do the best they can with the knowledge they have, or maybe some people make the claim that, oh, they're like, everybody is doing the best they can, but, you know, they're so brain damaged that, you know, some people just act really shitty and sadistic, and it might seem like they have malevolent intentions, but it's just you know, their brain chemistry is just so fucked up and they just can't help it. I mean, some people make that claim, you know, but I don't know, man. I don't really know either way. I will say this though, all right, in closing, if you're gonna cut people slack, or if you're gonna give people these brain excuses for being these sadistic, evil maniacs, okay, then you better give the same exact excuses for people who you think are too vindictive, because far more often than not, okay, in basically all cases, with like negligible exceptions that I have never encountered personally in my entire life, yeah, in basically all fucking cases, people who want to give these like brain chemistry excuses and say forgive and let go for evil sadistic maniacs, okay, those same exact fucking people will rebuke and be very vindictive and unforgiving to vindictive people, right? They will mock them, they will publicly humiliate them and try to embarrass them in some kind of debate. Yeah, in fact, I actually did make a couple of videos talking about that shit at some point, you know, but yeah, I mean, holy fuck, man. I mean, these people are just like stupid as fuck, you know. These people are stupid as fuck, all right? Like stupid as fuck. I mean, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, okay, let me give you an example. All right, so there's one prick named. Can you guys hear the rain, by the way? Yeah, it's raining. Thanks, Obama. So yeah, there's this fucking prick named Jaqcue Fresco, and he's like, oh, you know, there is no such thing as free will. Everybody is just doing whatever they're programmed to do, and they're just these like biochemical robots. Like that is literally what he's claiming, right? But then he's like, oh, the judge who bangs the hammer and sentences a rapist to 50 years in prison, that guy, he's an ignoramus. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about, motherfucker. Well, he did not actually say those cuss words. I just kind of ad-libbed that. But you get he was like very condescending and obnoxious. He did literally call him an ignoramus. I'm like, okay, asshole. So mercy and forgiveness and brain excuses for rapists and pedophiles, but none for judges who, with good intentions, think that retribution is the right answer, and they just want to keep society safe by locking dangerous criminals up for, you know, a long time. Okay, no excuses for him. No fucking empathy for him. You fucking hypocritical fucking faggot. Oh my fucking God. You piece of fucking shit. You hypocritical cunt face. Fuck you, you fucking faggot. Hey, look, hey, you know what? Blacks, hey, as I keep saying in my fucking videos, man, like every single fucking video, just about, I say it over and over again, blacks can say the fucking N-word, so therefore, for that same exact sort of logic and reasoning, I should be able to say the fucking F-word, right? Right? Know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, holy fuck. Yeah, I let me tell you something. Okay, people who preach this forgiveness, let it go shit to the extreme, like, those same exact fucking people are the most vindictive, wrathful, hateful people I've ever encountered, you know? Like they're such hypocrites. Like basically all of them are. I personally have never encountered a single fucking exception to this trend ever in my entire fucking life. I'm fucking serious, man. Holy fucking shit. So yeah, man. I guess that's about all I gotta say for today, you know. Hope you can hear my voice over the rain. Thanks, Obama. Thank you, Barack Hussein Obama. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.